In this real review of Graiphics, launching today, September 27th, 2022, on JVZoo from Joshua Zamora, we are going to dive into the world of AI image creation, but taking a look inside the dashboard, taking a look at exactly what types of images and how this actually creates images, and also come back to the sales page and take a look at some of these headlines and some other information to see exactly what we're getting and to make an informed decision before we purchase graphic AI and not be overwhelmed or too overly excited about the headline. Warning, try not to let your jaw hit the floor too hard after seeing this one-of-a-kind robot in action. Revealed, new AI web app transforms any text into a traffic-pulling image, photo, or art for any niche in under 5 seconds. So you can get more traffic, more engagement, and make more profit by creating the perfect attention-grabbing graphics to match your message, even if you have zero artistic skills or experience. Also, the claim here is we've made it possible for anyone to use real artificial intelligence to transform your ideas and words into any style of high-quality image by following 4 simple steps. Step 1, of course, buy and log into Graiphics. Step 2, write your prompt from our scratch or use one of our preset options. Step 3, select your styling options so our AI can create you the perfect image exactly as you see it in your head. And then step 4, hit generate and watch real AI get to work for you right before your eyes. Also, before we go any further with this review, I'd like to say that I like the idea of AI. I like the idea of artificial intelligence to do images, as you can see from Publisher Report, one of my other YouTube channels where I talk about robot artists. And in that video, I dive into actually how you can use artificial intelligence and robot drawings to actually make money online. So back to the sales page for Graiphics. We've created the first and only AI web app that creates any kind of image, photo, or art for you in a matter of seconds. Here's where I run into the first obstacle with this sales page and the fact of what happens if you buy it or when you buy it and you get inside Graiphics. The idea here is you will be able to make your own images based upon what they have here or the presets or the templates that they have to tell the AI what to do. The idea is if you were to buy stock photos, you would go to something like iStock and then you would buy a subscription and then you would have to pay per month per downloads, or you would pay as you go to buy credits and you see the price for the credits here. And if you skip the subscriptions or buying credits on something like iStock, and instead, if you today secure a huge 73% charter members discount, that you'll get some exclusive limited time bonuses, and this is not available anywhere else. And of course, now you'll be able to have real AI create unique traffic getting images, graphics, photos, or art for you at the push of a button for any niche, any client, any product, any service, and all in 5 seconds or less. So let's go back to iStock and let's look at the subscriptions, how much we have to pay for these. Of course, these are downloads per month or are based on downloads per month. So it does change the more you download. Of course, credit packs. Of course, credits are going to be based on the images or the types of images, but typically 3 images equal 1 credit. So I did purchase Graiphics AI. This is my account. And here is the issue I have. Once you get into Graiphics AI, they have a button here that says buy credits. Up here you can see I have 350 credits and I've currently used 0, but I only have 350. So if I use them up, I have an option here that will allow me to get unlimited credits, but I also have the option to buy credits at 250 or 150 at a time. As you can see, the price is here. Also, don't think that this is a one-time price for unlimited credits. It is actually one of the upsells in the funnels. Unlimited credits just added for a very limited time. Want to get more traffic, leads, and sales every single month and let our AI do all the heavy lifting for you? Again, this angle now has turned to even more so that you are going to instantly get traffic and leads and sales from generating graphics using artificial intelligence. That's just not the case. So we'll go back to the main sales page, and what we're going to do here is we're simply going to search for the word credits. Here, when you get down to the options to purchase Graiphics, you're going to see the light option and the pro or the agency option, and you're going to see the credits. The first option gets you 100 credits for $32.55. One image equals 1 to 3 credits depending on settings. The next option, $34.95, gets you 250 credits. Again, one image equal 1 to 3 credits depending on the settings. But let's continue and search for the word credits and get down to the frequently asked questions. How do the credits work? Here's where we get to the actual details. It is very simple. 1. Creation, which by default is set to generate 3 images, runs about 2 to 9 credits depending on the settings you choose. Now you have full control over the images that you're creating with the wizard, and with our agency package that means you'll be able to get around 20 to 60 images created for you depending on your settings. Again, depending on your settings, that hasn't been covered yet. You'll have to figure that out inside of the training, and of course you'll have to spend your credits to figure out exactly what those settings are and how much you spend. But they say that's roughly 50 cents to $1.50 per image, which is insane considering you own the images 100% and do not have to pay extra to get proper rights to use it. I'm going to dive into this as well. The fact that you own the images 100% and do not have to pay extra to get the proper rights to use it. But I want to stay focused on credits. What happens if I run out of credits? Here again, you can buy more credits by joining or purchasing the unlimited credits that you get forever. Now, do you offer unlimited credits? Yes, they do. It is an upsell. Then that moves you down to what are the upsells? And upsell 1 is upgrade 1 is going to be the Graiphics Plus subscription. So it is going to be a subscription that you have to pay $1 today, and then you continually will pay $47 a month for a subscription to generate photos and images using their AI. Now back to you own the images 100% and do not have to pay extra to get proper rights to use it. And to move forward with that, we're going to go back into graphics inside of the AI, and we're going to look at the tutorials because there are tutorials here that walk you through the process. And one of the processes and the things you need to understand is you have to come up with prompts. And we're going to take a look at that here in a second, but prompts basically are the words that you use to create the images. And they reference here lexica.art. Now lexica.art is a image creator based upon the Stable Diffusion search engine. Now again, this is what they've built their AI around. They tell you that in the training once you get inside, but understand that the Stable Diffusion is an actual AI engine. If you were to go to stability.ai, you can find out more about the Stable Diffusion AI and you can see how it works. Then you can actually see some information on the copyright for the Stable Diffusion generated images. Now, Graiphics claims that you have 100% ownership to everything you create, but Stable Diffusion, the actual AI engine that is used to create the images that you will be creating inside of Graiphics, states that the area of AI generated images and copyright is complex and will vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. Now also understand that when we're talking about alternatives, again, we're looking at Stability AI. Stable Diffusion is the image or is the engine that creates the images, but the Dream Studio website is actually where or how you can actually create the images, like what you see here inside of Graiphics AI. When you select create, there is an engine here that allows you to enter your prompt or to describe or to use text to generate an image. Of course, you can go directly to Dream Studio website by going to stability.ai and checking that out. And then you'll see that Dream Studio is beta. It has a free trial, but then they also have pricing. And you can see here all new users will get 200 free Dream Studio credits. And this is a one-time bonus when you first create your account and it will not replenish. Then it goes on to talk about how much each image will cost utilizing Dream Studio and of course Stable Diffusion. Also, when you access or you create a Dream Studio account, you'll see here what is the copyright on images, and it lists the actual Creative Commons license that allows you to use these images, and that is CC0 1.0 Universal Public Domain Dedication. And of course, you need to do your due diligence on this because anything created with Stable Diffusion, which is the basis or the backing of lexica.art, which inside of Graiphics and inside of the training and the tutorials, they reference that lexica.art, as well as they tell you that Stable Diffusion is the actual engine behind the wizard or behind the image creation software. This is just an interface to that. Means that you will most likely fall under this same public domain dedication Creative Commons license. And also Here is an article from Vondran Legal, which dives into the actual legal implications and how and the way you can use these. Now, they do say in here that you can use these for commercial purposes. It says right here, work can be used for personal or commercial purposes. User can modify, copy, distribute, publicly perform, etc. No need to ask permission. Can use on derivative products. But remember this video where I talked about here that I made over my other YouTube channel where I talk about this, and I was really excited, and I still am excited about the potential of artificial intelligence and robots doing drawings for you. In that video, I cover an article from TechCrunch, which states copyright law is going to get real interesting, y'all. And this covers what happens when you use an alternative. And an alternative in the world of AI art generation is Midjourney. Now, Midjourney is using a Commons non-commercial license for free accounts. But if you actually purchase a paid account, then actually the license changes and you can go in and you can actually start creating licenses, or you can use the license to create art that you can sell or that you can make money from. But again, the headline here, copyright law is going to get real interesting, y'all. Brings it to the point of you must understand when you're using Midjourney or Midjourney alternatives. You see here the list goes on and on. They all have different licenses because they all pull from different repositories on the internet. They're all scraping the internet and learning. That's what artificial intelligence does. It utilizes images on the internet to learn how to draw. And the images that it uses, they have certain rights, and you have to understand where those images are coming from. Of course, inside of Graiphics, they reference lexica.art, and I've showed you that Lexica uses the Stable Diffusion search engine, and we took a look at the facts inside of the Dream Studio website, as well as Stable Diffusion, with the general consensus being the area of AI-generated images, and copyright is complex and will vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. This is the point that I need to make, or I want to make to you, when it talks about the copyright implications or who owns the images that you create. You as the artist own 100% of the image. No need to pay more for extended use of your images ever again. In my opinion, this is just not a true statement because they do not own the AI image that is actually creating the image for you. They are just referencing the API through this interface, and it allows you to create the images, but the images are actually created by Stable Diffusion. Now, enough of that. I just wanted to make sure you were very clear. If you just landed on Graiphics AI sales page from someone that is a person you trust in the make money online space, and they're telling you this is a way you can save a lot of money, this is a way you can get images that you can use 100% for free, you don't need to worry about copyright. Copyright is not solidified on this yet in the world of artificial intelligence and using images. But we'll drop in here, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will create a headshot. Now, this is one right here where I think this could definitely run into problems, because if this is pulling images and this image is really close to the way that someone actually looks, and it's so close to the point that you can't tell them apart, then you could definitely run into issues with the model or the person that this photo is really close or a really close resemblance of. And the idea of this is you go ahead and you type in here, for example, young Hispanic businesswoman, happy man with brown old hair, happy or old man with a gray beard. So I'm going to type in young boy with a big smile. Here you can check your format, or you can select your format. We'll go ahead and go with landscape. You can see here by default, it picks 3 images. You can see here that it takes 9 credits to generate these images, and that means that you spend 9 credits to see the result of the actual image being rendered. It doesn't mean that you get to see and then pick and spend the credits. So we'll go ahead and we will create these 3 with 9 credits. And as you can see, I click that and it disappeared on me, and I didn't actually get to see my images. Did I actually spend any credits? I didn't spend any credits. Let me go ahead and refresh the interface. Maybe I need to log in again. No, it doesn't say I need to log in. So we'll go back to presets again. We'll go back to headshot and we will type in young boy with a big smile, and we will select a landscape, and we will go ahead and select create with 9 credits. And then here we go. Now it is generating. So it took me a second try. Maybe I didn't click the button in the right way. But anyway, here is what's going to happen. These headshot photos of a young boy with a big smile are going to be generated. And of course, that is going to cost me 9 credits. And then once those are generated, then we have the ability to select or save the ones that we want to use. And then we are going to be able to use those. There's our first image. You can see it does take a while to render these. These aren't instant. This doesn't happen instantly. The AI is working in the background. It is generating the images based upon what it has learned from the internet about what I said I wanted, a young boy with a big smile. Now let's go back and revisit this idea of spending credits. Now I've spent 9 credits to render 3 photos versus if I was on iStock and I went to photos or illustrations. Let's just go to photos. Young boy with a big smile, I would have the ability at that point to actually take a look at each one of these images without spending any of my credits. Then when I decide which one I like, then I would actually click on that one. And at that point, then I would continue with my purchase and actually pay for it. But I wouldn't actually spend credits or spend my money until I actually found the one that I like and actually select the one-time payment or go with the subscription and then download the image. And then at that point, I would actually own the image based upon the standard license or the extended license that I have the ability to buy. Of course, if you click on that and you take a look, then you will see that you have an actual license from iStock, meaning that you have reached an agreement with iStock and the people that upload images to iStock, and you have a solid licensed agreement to be able to use this photo according to the license that you purchased. Now, back to Graiphics AI, young boy with a big smile. I've spent 9 credits. As you can see here, I'm at 341. I had 350. And now if I don't like any of these images, I'm still out 9 credits. So I've effectively spent 9 credits to take a look at the image to see if I like it, versus if I was over at iStock, again, if I go back, I had the chance or the opportunity to look and say, this is exactly what I wanted. This is the exact person I wanted. This is exactly what I was looking for, or it's close enough. Let me go ahead and click on that image, and let me go ahead and purchase that image and move on with what I'm trying to do or accomplish with this image based upon the license. Again, go back and you can see here, you can go and you can do this with more presets. Of course, I didn't save any of those, but again, I did spend credits. You have the opportunity to do photos or food photography, corporate Memphis illustrations, again, headshots, house interiors, macro photography, stickers. I actually like this one. This is really cool. Unicorn with a rainbow. We'll go ahead and say square. Again, I'm going to spend 6 credits here to generate 3 stickers. And then if I don't like them, too bad, so sad, I am out of credits. And I only got 350 credits with my purchase. And if I want additional credits, I come over here, then I have to upgrade to unlimited, meaning I have to purchase a monthly subscription for $47 a month, or I have to pay $127 for 250 credits or $97 for 150 credits. So again, here, this is what it generated for me. And honestly, I'm not too impressed with these at all. And you can see now, I did just use a simple prompt with unicorns with a rainbow, but the idea and the problem here is you have to learn how to use this. You have to learn how to actually come up with good prompts, and you have to take the time to come up with a good prompt before you actually select generate or generate more, because every time you generate or render a picture or an image inside of Graiphics, you are losing credits. Again, we'll go ahead and look at my credits. I have used 15 credits and I have yet to find an image that I actually liked and I was ready to save and use in my business or for whatever reason, specifically like they said on the sales page. At this point, there's not much else to say. You either want to have high quality, unique images created for you or you don't. You either want to be the first to get access to this powerful technology or you don't. You either want more traffic, more subscribers, and more profit by leveraging the power of quality image marketing or you don't. You either want to pick up Graiphics at the best possible price and value that you will ever see it at, or you don't. So at this point, the review of Graiphics, the reason I'm showing you this is so you understand what it is you're buying and the fact that it is a credit-based system because it uses an AI engine that they readily tell you about called Stable Diffusion. And I also wanted you to understand and to know that the area of AI generated images and copyright is complex and will vary from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. And also, you can create a free account, and you should create a free account if you're just now hearing about this and seeing about this and have someone telling you that this is going to save you a lot of money and time in your business to generate the images you need without having to pay crazy prices on an image stock site. It's just not the case. There is a huge learning curve here, as well as it is a credit-based system. But you can see here, welcome to the Dream Studio Open Beta. You can join, and then you can feel free to experiment with your complimentary credits. Be sure to keep an eye on your credit meter. Credits correlate directly to compute. Increasing the number of steps or image resolution increases compute usage and will cost significantly more credits. If you run out of credits, more may be purchased in the membership section of your account. That means that you can become a member of Dream Studio and directly use Stable Diffusion, the engine from Stability AI, the engine that they are using inside of Graiphics to create the images that we created. And of course, if you click here to create, then this gives you the power or access to create more control over how the actual AI image or how the AI engine actually renders the images. But remember, every time you click create, you spend credits. I sincerely hope this graphics review was helpful to you to make an informed decision. And if it was, please give the channel a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it on this video. Also, let me know in the comments if you've experienced AI images and AI image engines before you actually landed on this review video, or if someone sent you an email or posted and let you know that Graiphics AI is the way ahead for you to stop spending money and save a lot of time by creating images that you can use in your business using AI. Again, I personally think this is going to be huge in the coming years, but there is a lot to learn and a lot to understand exactly how you can use this in your business. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.